Celandine is one of the most widespread remedies for the treatment of skin diseases. Why? Let's take a look at the name, which already talks about the purity of the body, namely the dermis. The plant is sometimes called swallowgrass, warthog, and other names, and is prepared for the treatment in the form of decoctions, infusions, extracts, and other substances. Where does celandine grow and what does it look like? Greater celandine, or Caledonia maize, is a plant commonly grown in Asia, Central and Southern Europe, and North America. An extract derived from this plant has a long history of use in traditional Chinese medicine. Often touted as a natural treatment for cancer, greater celandine is also purported to fight health concerns ranging from asthma to atherosclerosis. Greater celandine is a perennial herb with an erect habit and reaches 30 to 120 centimeters high. The blue-green leaves are pinnate with lobed and wavy margins, up to 30 centimeters long. When injured, the plant exudes a yellow to orange latex or sap. The flowers consist of 4 yellow petals, each about 18 millimeters long, with 2 sepals. A double-flowered variety occurs naturally. The flowers appear from late spring to summer, May to September, in umbelliform cymes of about 4 flowers. Before we take a closer look at health benefits of celandine, make sure to subscribe to Big Progress channel and ring the bell. Thus you will never miss the new videos about health and nutrition we release every day. Benefits of celandine. The key benefit of celandine is that it relieves inflammation, reduces pain, and removes bile from the body. Celandine contains celandine. This substance soothes inflamed areas, eliminates pain, normalizes blood pressure and heart rate. This plant helps restore liver function, normalizes digestion, improves kidney and pancreatic functions. Also, the plant is used for relieving symptoms of colds and for the treatment of serious diseases of nose and throat. Removing warts and papillomas is another beneficial property of the plant. It also heals other skin conditions such as eczema, irritation, and fungi. Celandine is used for the prevention of various diseases in the initial stages. Benefits for women. Decoctions and tinctures of celandine are often used in the treatment of gynecological diseases such as thrush, erosion, and fibroids, as well as for normalization of menstrual cycle. During menopause, celandine baths will help relieve anxiety and restore heart function. Celandine suppositories are the most effective treatment for these problems. This safe and mild remedy will help relieve pelvic inflammatory disease. Celandine suppositories are also effective for fibroids, adhesions, and for the prevention of scars in the cervical canal that actually cause the obstruction of tubes. For fibroids, it's best to do celandine douching and then use vaginal suppositories. In case of this disease, use 1 or 2 suppositories a day for 2 to 3 weeks. Douching can also help with cervical erosion. To make an effective solution, infuse 2 tablespoons of dried celandine in hot water, then cook the mixture for about a minute and let cool for 40 minutes. After it has brewed and cooled down, do douching every evening for 10 days. Benefits for men. Celandine is extremely beneficial for men, especially for its property to treat prostate diseases. Celandine helps get rid of inflammation and regenerate all tissue that have been affected by a disease. The plant can stop the development of tumors and restore the cells of the body. Celandine during pregnancy. Pregnant women must not use celandine. This is dangerous for both the mother and the baby due to the increase in toxicosis. Symptoms may include dizziness, increased heart rate, and nausea. For the unborn child, the danger lies in the fact that celandine tones the uterus, which causes the risk of miscarriage. In the past, women who wanted to stop unwanted pregnancy used celandine. So there's a risk of poison entering the body and causing harm to the child. Only external use of celandine is allowed during pregnancy for the treatment of papillomavirus and other skin ailments. And even before that, one must consult a specialist and use the remedy in small doses. Celandine during breastfeeding. If you're breastfeeding, don't use celandine, neither internally nor externally. The substances that can cause harm to the baby will get into breast milk even if the remedy is applied to the skin. Celandine for children. Children under 3 years old must not be treated with celandine, and for kids under 12 years old, a consultation of a pediatrician is required. You can make decoctions and infusions of celandine for children, which will remove the infection from the nasopharynx and oral cavity. For the treatment of warts, you can use celandine ointment, and for other skin pathologies, you can make baths with celandine decoction. Put 50 grams of the herb in 1 liter of boiling water. Infuse the broth for 1 or 2 hours, then pour it into the bath and stir. Medicinal properties of celandine. Celandine is used in the treatment of various diseases and pathologies, for example, stagnation of bile, liver diseases, diseases of the stomach and urinary system. Moreover, the herb is used in rheumatism, diseases of the nasopharynx, and skin diseases. Some people use celandine to fight depression and even cancer. Still, you should use the remedy with caution, since it contains a slight concentration of poison. Celandine for gastritis. If your gastritis is in remission, you may use celandine decoctions and infusions to prevent exacerbation of the disease. Celandine for the intestines. This herb is a wonderful and effective remedy for the treatment of intestinal polyps. Celandine pomace, which contains tons of beneficial microelements, will be the best. Dilute a couple of drops of the herb extract in a glass of boiled water. Do not exceed the concentration, as this will harm the body. Treating gout. In arthritis, you can make celandine lotions to eliminate pain and inflammation caused by the ailment. Celandine for the liver. You can use the infusion of celandine for liver diseases. The infusion should be taken daily on an empty stomach, right after waking up. The optimal dose is 1 tablespoon. Piles treatment. For effective treatment of this uncomfortable ailment, apply the solution of celandine to the hemorrhoid node several times a day. To eliminate the disease, add a teaspoon of fresh chopped celandine leaves to a glass of boiling water, infuse it for 10 to 15 minutes, and drink 2 glasses of the infusion in small sips every day. From cough. To eliminate cough, mix 1 spoonful of celandine sap with a tablespoon of vodka and the same amount of honey. Take 1 spoonful of the remedy on an empty stomach. Do not eat anything for an hour after it. Take the remedy until complete recovery. Celandine for warts. This easy-to-make natural tincture is made with celandine and apple cider vinegar. Ingredients: 10 grams of freshly crushed celandine, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. Instructions: combine the 2 ingredients and place into a glass jar that doesn't have a metal lid, as the vinegar will cause it to corrode. Place the jar away from light for 1 month. Be sure to shake it about every 2 or 3 days. After 1 month, strain and store. Apply undiluted onto warts twice daily, or use a pad soaked in tincture and place onto the wart with a bandage. In the growing season, you can use the fresh orange fluid from the plant and apply it directly onto the wart. Celandine for papillomas. To make the papilloma eliminating solution, put 1/3 of a celandine plant into a 1-liter jar, fill in vegetable oil until the plant is completely covered, and then let the remedy infuse in a warm place for 7 days. Before use, strain the liquid and dilute it with vegetable oil in 1:1 ratio. Apply it to papillomas 3 to 4 times a day for 1 month until complete recovery. Some people treat papillomas with freshly squeezed celandine sap, and in some cases this may be enough. Be sure to consult a doctor about contraindications and allergies before the treatment. Treatment of calluses. If you need to get rid of calluses and soften the skin on your legs, do the following procedures. Steam your legs for half an hour before bedtime. Then treat the skin with celandine juice or strong celandine tincture. Wrap the leg in cloth or put on a warm sock. In the morning, remove the compress and wash the remedy away from the skin. The use of celandine oil. Celandine oil is another beneficial ingredient that has plenty of medicinal properties. It relieves spasms, disinfects, annihilates germs, and tones the body. You can use the oil in the treatment of warts, eczema, herpes, lichen, and other skin diseases. Just apply the oil to the affected areas for 15 minutes 2 times a day, and don't forget to wash the skin thoroughly after the procedure. The use of celandine in cosmetology. The plant has plenty of cosmetic properties. For example, decoctions of celandine may help to get rid of blackheads on the face. However, it's important to remember that celandine treatment can harm the body in case of overuse or in case of allergic reactions. Swelling, redness, and burning may occur in the treated area. Another way of using celandine for the treatment of acne and blackheads is using celandine-based creams and gels. These anti-inflammatory remedies should be applied to the skin in an even thin layer, thus they will be absorbed within an hour. Use the cream or gel at least 3 times a day and inflammation, redness, or rash will go away in no time. If used dried, celandine can be beneficial for your hair as well. It contains vitamins and essential oils that have a positive effect on scalp and hair health. You may use decoctions and infusions as a rinse after shampooing. This will ensure the maximum effect. Another way of using celandine is making medicinal baths. For several millennia, the herb has been used in the treatment of a variety of diseases, skin rashes, and psycho-emotional conditions. For a bath, you need to use infusions and decoctions based on fresh or dry celandine leaves. That's all we wanted to tell you today, dear friends. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, be sure to share it with your family and friends. Also, click the like button and don't forget to write a comment in the comment section. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so as not to miss new interesting videos. See you next time.